Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw a ghost face from screen.
So first let's get started by coming up towards the top right, and we're going to draw a small arch line that curves all the way around and then out towards the side of our page. Moving over to the left, lining this up at the same height, we'll replicate that. So we're going to curve this up, arching this around, and then curving that out towards the left. Starting back on the side now, on this line, we're going to curve this in slightly, arching this back out, and then connecting it there on that bottom line. And then flipping over towards our left-hand side, we'll replicate that. So we're going to curve this in, arching that out, and then connecting it again on our bottom line. In the middle of both eyes now, at the top, we're going to draw a small circle. Now moving underneath on both eyes, we're going to draw an even smaller circle. Let's move in towards the middle now. So for our nose, starting in the center, we're going to curve this line around and then out, bringing that up towards the top. And now starting in the center again, we're going to curve this out and then connecting that again up on the top part there. Moving underneath for the mouth now, we're going to draw a small arch line. To the left of this now, we're going to curve this down towards the bottom, arching that in. And now moving over towards the right hand side, starting back on that line, we're going to curve this over, connecting that on the bottom. Now on the side of the face, we're going to draw a nice big curved line, connecting this underneath the eye. And we'll move over towards the right hand side and replicate that. Moving over towards the left-hand side now, we're going to curve this line down and then underneath our mouth. And then starting on the right-hand side, we'll replicate that, curving this around, arching that back in. Now let's close off the top of the head. So coming over towards the left-hand side, we're going to arch this line up and then in towards the middle. And now moving over towards the right, we're going to curve this up, connecting that on the middle line there. On the bottom now, we're going to curve this line around and then in underneath the chin. And then moving over towards the right, we'll replicate that, curving that around and then back in. Now let's close off the rest of the hood. So starting further over towards the left, we're going to curve this line all the way around and then up towards the top. Now moving over towards the right-hand side, starting at the same height, we're going to replicate that, curving that around, bringing that up towards the top. Now to close off the top of the hood, we're going to start on the left-hand side, curving this line around. We're going to arch that all the way around and then down, connecting that on the right-hand side. Moving underneath now, on the left-hand side, we're going to curve a line that comes out. And then we'll do the same thing on the right, ending that at the same height. On the bottom now, we're going to draw a diagonal line that comes in on either side. And now in the middle, we're going to draw a small triangle shape, connecting those sides together. In the middle now, we're going to draw a curved line from left to right. And then as we drop lower, let's replicate that again. For the rope on the bottom now, we're going to draw a curved line that arches out. And then we'll do the same thing as we move further up. Now let's close that off with a straight line on the bottom. Moving further over towards the right, we're going to curve this out. And then now from here, we're going to bring our straight line in towards the middle. Let's move over towards our right arm first. So over on the right-hand side, we're going to curve this line out. For our first finger, we're going to come across, we're going to curve this around and up, and then we're going to bring that back down towards that line. Moving further down for the thumb, we're going to leave a small gap, curving this up, arching this around, and then bringing that line up towards the top. Now from here, as we move down for our second finger, we're going to curve this line around and then in. Dropping a little bit lower for the pinky, we're going to curve this line further down, arching that up. And then now from here, we're just going to close this off with a curved line, bringing this over and in towards the thumb. Moving directly underneath this now, we're going to draw in a small oval shape. Towards the left of this, we're going to draw a diagonal line. At that point, we're going to bring another diagonal line down and in towards the middle. And then starting at that point again, we're just going to bring this diagonal line all the way in towards the torso. Let's move over towards our left hand now. So moving further up, we're going to start with the thumb. So we're going to curve this around and then down. For our first finger to the left of this, we're going to draw a small oval shape. Moving down, let's replicate that. And then lastly, we're just going to move down and do that one more time. Let's draw the top of the knife here now. So on the top, we're going to draw a straight line that comes up. Moving further down, we'll replicate that, ending that at the same height. And then now from here, we're going to close this off with a straight line. Underneath now, we're going to draw a curved line that comes out on the left-hand side. And we'll do the same thing as we bring this out on the right. On either side now, we're going to bring a straight line that comes down, ending this again at the same height. Now from here, we're going to close this off with a curved line from left to right. On the left-hand side, we're going to bring this line down, curving this around and then in. At the point there, we're going to curve this in and then back out. And then starting at that line again, we're going to just arch this up towards the top. On the bottom of this now, we're just going to draw a wavy line as we come over. And then underneath, we're going to draw in a small circle. And then dropping below that again, we're going to draw an even smaller circle. Now to close off the middle handle here, we're going to draw a straight line that comes up. And then to close off our hand, we're going to start further underneath and we're going to curve this line all the way around and up, connecting that towards the thumb. On the bottom, we're going to draw a small diagonal line that comes down. And then from that point, we're going to draw another diagonal line that comes in towards the middle. And now from here, we're going to replicate that, just drawing a small triangle shape, bringing that in towards the torso. Lastly, for our legs, we're going to come in towards the middle, moving further over to the left, drawing a small straight line that comes down. Moving over to the right, we'll replicate that. Moving further out now, we're going to curve this line up towards the top, arching that down. And we'll do the same thing as we come over on the left-hand side, lining that up at the same height. In the middle of this, we're going to draw a straight line that comes up, and we'll do the same thing over on the right-hand side. To close off the bottom of the shoe now, on the inside, we're going to curve this line around, connecting on the outside. And then we'll do the same thing over on the left-hand side.
And that is it. That's how you draw scream. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I'll see you all tomorrow.